Knifedope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. Knifedope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Got one coming in hot today from none other than White Mountain Knives. That's right. Good old White Mountain. Can't get enough of them. But I'll tell you who else you can't get enough of. Mr. Don Farmer, a.k.a. D&K Knives. D&K Knives has got all the dope you need, whether foreign or domestic. And they are now accepting Sevii, so you can make those irresponsible purchases interest-free. Over 4 payments, I might add. Just be sure to use code Knifedope for 10% off that purchase. And then once you buy that knife, you got to mod it, trick it out, make it your own. Head on over to the GOAT, original GOAT that is. Treat yourself. I would. Just be sure to use code FUCKER for 15% off that purchase. Okay, people, the shilling has stopped. Let's get to the dope. Okay. Today's unboxing knife is a White Mountain Knife exclusive. This is the CJRB Pyrite with that gorgeous frag pattern aluminum scales. I'm digging it. I think this is possibly my favorite Pyrite to date. So let's see what we got from White Mountain. Got 2 knives that I decided to pick up last week. 2 of them, I believe, are well, one of them was a new release, and then one of them was one that I just had to do, couldn't let it go. It was a fantastic deal. So let's see what the hell we talking about. Okay, we got one coming from Kooby, otherwise known as Kooby, and then we got one coming from Sevii. Now, I am not the biggest Sevii guy, although they do make some great knives. But, you know, it seems like they've been releasing a lot of shit lately. But I tell you what, I am definitely a Kooby fan. Now, whenever you see this Kooby, this white box coming from Kooby, it's their premium line. I know that, you know, for the most part, they seem to be more known for their budget side of things, but they actually do a lot of good premium knives. And they do a lot of good OEM work. You know, they've done the Devo, a couple of knives from Devo, and then they also did the Bridgeport Knife Company 395. Great knives in their own right. But this is a Kooby branded knife. And this is one that a lot of people have spoken about. And I think I ended up pulling the trigger because the price happened to be just right. This is the Tits for Us, otherwise known as the Titius. Now, like I mentioned, they had a great price on this. It was like a flash sale. Big shout out to Rolshambo for giving me the info on that. Now, the acclaim with this knife is that people try to say that this is like a budget version of the Koenig Arius. Now, I had a Koenig Arius. I ended up trading it, you know, for another premium knife, and I miss it. So I'm going to give you guys my honest feedback as far as if this is anything close to resembling an Arius. Granted, it is, you know, a budget Arius, give or take. This one came in, it was listed at $100 on White Mountain, but the minute you added it to your cart and went to checkout, it took $25 off the top. So that put you at $75. And then once you put in that Knifedope discount, I actually checked out at $67. So a fantastic bargain for this knife. We've got a full titanium frame lock. Look at this milling they did, this micro milling lines. Both sides of the actual knife. Very reminiscent of exactly what I had on my Arius. So they, you know, they're coming out the gate strong with that. We've got this titanium pocket clip, which is right-hand tip-up carry only. Deep carry. We've got 2 forms of deployment. We've got this nice flipper tab with some good amount of jimping. Jimping goes all the way around that whole tab. And then we got this cutout. Let's see what this D10's about. Whoa! D10 is dialed the fuck in. Look at this. Full-size knife for sure. Nice drop point blade in 14C28N. Could have did without this bead blast. You know, Kooby seems to, for the most part, do bead blasts all the time. Overall length came in at 8.15 inches. Nice full purchase, no refund due to that sharpening choil, doubling down as a finger choil. Let's go ahead and check out this flipper tab. Nice buttery smooth action. Flipper tab is money too. We've got open back construction, 8.15 in the open position. We're rocking 3.3 inches on that blade length, 120 thousandths on our blade stock, and the weight on this came in at 5.5 ounces. So yeah, this is a good option if if you're not ready to spend the money for an Arius, or if you can't find one, because they can be a little bit hard to try to track down, but that it can be done. Let's go ahead and put some knives up for some size comparison. Basically, a little bit of knife flexing. You know how we like to do. First up, the knife that I ended up trading my Arius for. We're looking at the Oz Machine Roosevelt, number 457 to be exact, and that is no match for the overall size of the Titus. Next up, how about some quiet carry vibes? We're going to go with the OG version of the Drift, and that is once again no match for the size of the tits for us. Let's do a couple more, shall we? How about some Kooby OEM knives? And none better than this one. We're looking at the Devo Growler, version 2. Don't get it fucked up. So we can see that the Growler 2 is no match for that as well. How about the 395? Another fantastic knife, OEM by Kooby. And once again, still smaller than the tits for us. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. How about the unofficial overseas knife of the channel? You've seen her before. You know her name. We're talking about the CJRB Echo. So the Echo is also smaller than that. Last but certainly not least, more American vibes. We're coming in hot with the American Blade Works Model 2, which is a full-size knife in its own right, and still no match for the tits for us. So yeah, people, $67, full titanium knife, 14C 28N, frame lock apparatus. This was a no-brainer. It really was. Now, that being said, I don't think I'll keep this in the collection. I think that if somebody wants it, you can get it for the $75. Just holler at your boy. Great knife, but I just got so many that I honestly don't think this will find a pocket. But there you have it. Tits for Us by Kooby. Okay, this next one is the one that I was actually more excited to get. This is coming from Sevii, and this is a new version to an existing model of theirs. And let me go ahead and get my unboxing knife. This is actually the new version of the Baby Banter Warncliffe apparatus. I have been on the Baby Banter bandwagon since the first one. I remember the actual first one that they ever dropped was this version, which is the G10 version. Loved it so much that I even went ahead and tried to reprofile that blade. And that was a great version to the Baby Banter. But then they came out with this one. Green micarta. Same overall profile and blade steel. They just ended up changing the scales on us. But this one, they decided to change the blade shape. So let's see what this one's about. Now, there are two different configurations on this knife. I chose this one, which is the purple micarta. And I'm not the biggest purple guy, but, the other version was a black wash blade. And I'm kind of over the whole black wash blade, I still like them occasionally, but I feel that I didn't want to go that route with this one. This one came in after discount code at $56.61. Closed position, we're looking at 3.13 inches. Love these. They ended up giving us some nice contoured scales this time around. I think it looks great. We've got that same deep carry pocket clip. I tell you, this has got to be one of the best pocket clips from the Sevii line, hands down. Some of their pocket clips are kind of funky, but this one is a good one. We've got the same thumb studs for deployment. I wonder if these are titanium. I know the other versions were. Let's check out that D10. Woo! Definitely dial the fuck in. Look at that little thing. She's beautiful, man. 5.45 inches in the open position. Open back construction. And we've got that customary finger choil, which does allow for the full purchase, no refund. We're rocking 2.32 inches on this Wharncliffe apparatus. Nitro V is the steel. We've got that nice stonewash finish on this one. It just looks great, you know. Nested liner lock with plenty of room to do your disengagement. They even give us that nice jimping on the lock bar. Straight drop. Now, something that I've experienced with all the Baby Banters is they never seem to come centered. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if it's got something to do with that nested liner lock, but they've all been the same. Weight on this is 2 ounces, and this is a Ben Peterson design. He is the head guy for NAFs. You can see his logo right there. I think that stands for like, what is up, guys? Yeah, what is up, guys? Something like that. So there's WIUG. Got a nice stereo presentation there on the show side. Yeah, this is my favorite Baby Banter for sure. I can already tell you. Okay, let's put up some size, some size comparison. Got to do America first and keep that same Wharncliffe energy. We're going to roll like this. Spyderco, Little Native. So the Baby Banter is definitely smaller than that. How about more Wharncliffe vibes? How about the Kavis PE Variant 2? So once again, Baby Banter is smaller than that. Let's do a couple more, shall we? How about the hottest knife in the game right now? We're looking at the Devo Nip. So the Nip and the Baby Banter are actually, wait a minute, that Nip is a little bit bigger than the Baby Banter. More small knife vibes. This one, the Mini Pyrite. I'm actually really enjoying that Mini Pyrite, man. They did a fantastic job with that. Let's do 2 more. God damn it, 2 more. More small knife vibes. And another one that I'm enjoying, which is the QSP Canary. That's the folded version, and that is also bigger than the Baby Banter. Last but certainly not least, another Sevii. We're going to go like this, the Kooby Plus. So we can see also that the Baby Banter is smaller than that. Yeah, you know, out of both of these knives, I think I am more inclined to keep this this Tits for Us, or rather keep the Baby Banter around and kick down the road the Tits for Us. It's both of them are great knives, but that Baby Banter really speaks to me. Such a functional blade shape with that, you know, with that Wharncliffe, you know, great for utility cuts, great for your straight cuts, and it's just such a pocket-friendly knife that definitely going to get some use out of that. But more importantly, what do you fuckers think? Are you fans of either of these knives? Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time, cut something, cut someone, just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers!